14 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Jets going up against the Raiders.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay and Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the New York Jets. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Try a little trickery here on the end around. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Petty. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A good pickup there at 22. Now a man who began with the Raiders, it's Latavius Murray. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll... be second down. Petty now. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there That catch good for 5. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He'll look to throw. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. On first down, Murray. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw here. The swing pass caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jermaine Kearse, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Oh, this is blocked. Captain Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carr now on first down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there of 22. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he's going to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
A first carry now from Marshawn Lynch. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was nothing there for him.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. David Bass. From that outside linebacker spot, he's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now Carr. Over the It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance?
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down, 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a 1st down. In the red zone this time. Call down near the goal line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. K.D. Cannon with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd down following the incompletion. To throw again. Carr He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Pennell with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's a noon one. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Jets on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Boom, that's in there. 40. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Carr to throw on second down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now Carr throwing on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Throwing his car on third down. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the second up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line. The end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And the Raiders have got him. Aldon Smith from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 2nd up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Letting one fly deep for... Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Ohio State, Garyon Conley. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a 1st-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his 1st interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his 1st career interception. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Carr now on 1st down. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch as the 1st half is winding down. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. And his kick is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 7 yards to go on second down. Carr going to throw. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 29. Call it a 1-yard gain of the play, and they're going to have a third down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. On third down, Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. So the offense has it first and 10. Toss play. This is Washington. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Roberts with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Carr gives to Marshawn. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Get set. Put it in. No cheat. 3 down. 3 down. Here we go. 694.
To throw on second down. Carr throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Carr to Crabtree, good for a Raider first down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To the ground, this time Lynch. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On third down, they go Lynch. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. How will Marshawn Lynch fare? That's the question in the Bay Area. Been out of the game for a year. What do you think?
I think he'll fare just fine. I don't think that they'll use him as often as he was used in Seattle. But when they turn him loose, I think it'll be to great advantage for Oakland.
On first, here's Washington. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And this seemingly endless drive continues. A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Around the NFL, third quarter now up in Seattle. And the Seahawks scoring there to extend their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Petty now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mario Edwards in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Petty. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
It's taken to the 26. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On the give, this is Lynch. And he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 4 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So a big one there as that gives him a little cushion.
And you know, here in the fourth quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
So out now come the Jets. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Jets on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. A dump off to Forte. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 20 that time. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bruce Irvin from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Looking to throw. his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And it's third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They'll set up a throw. Drops it underneath to Forte. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Get down, get down. One, later one. One, later one.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lynch. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And they give this time to the tailback. Sheds off the tackle. 10 more there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
Now Carr over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Raiders on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So on 4th down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
New York set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aldon Smith in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. The gun. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. First NFL pick for the rookie corner, Garyon Conley. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Turnover differential last year in the NFL, the bottom 5 teams you'd expect. Rams, Browns, the Jags, the Bears, and the Jets. Tied at -20. These Jets, they have to solve that QB situation.
They, along with the other teams that you noted, they've got to get better play in that area because no team goes to the playoffs -20 in turnover differential.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Raiders, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Black Hole celebrates the Raiders.